Okay, a short urban keys tip when it comes to leading with a frame and how it works. So how you want to think about is, for example, imagine I have a follower here. It's wherever, we can be in a L position, side to side position, whatever. This hand, leading from this hand, my right hand, is not about manipulating her body. Okay, so for example, when you want to lead crosses, you have to lead a slight turn so that the follower goes into a cross. If you don't know crosses, it's okay. This concept will still be important for whatever you're leading. So my hand is here, she's wherever, and I want to lead her into different directions, different cross preparations and stuff like that. This hand, the leading doesn't work by me having to grab her and manipulate her body to turn. That's not how leading following works. Leading following works by her being inside this frame, having the arm around my body, and through these connection points, she's feeling when I do this and when I do this. Okay? So she's following the sense of my body changing position in space, not me moving her. So I hope you understand. It's pretty much like this. So I have my hand here. Let's say this is the follower, this is my hand around her. Okay, this is my hand around her. I don't need to squeeze or whatever and turn her. She needs to be sensitive enough to feel my connection, and just when I am turning my hand, she's following. Okay, see the difference between this hand actively following, so actively following the other hand, or this hand manipulating the other hand. Okay, so for the dance urban keys to work, we need to let the follower do her part of the job. She needs to be sensitive and reactive enough to feel that when I'm doing this, I want her to turn or whatever. Okay, so and this, trust me, I've seen so many dance scenes and people blaming each other. Okay, like you're not leading right, no, you're not following actively, shit like that. This has to stop. We have to realize that we both need to do our part of the job. So in this sense, a follower, she has to be reactive, be responsive, and feel what am I doing with my frame. I, on the other hand, the leader's job is not to push and pull, but to be very clear in where his positioning of the hand is. Okay? So we both need to do our part for this kind of leading and following to work. Okay? Because yes, we have also leading and following where I'm gonna be squeezing and manipulating her, but that's not fun for everybody. I need to use too much force. It's fucking exhausting, and it's just not fun. Okay? And her, she feels like she's in some kind of freaking cage. Okay? And what this also, the way that I'm explaining what enables us to do is enables me to also dance while I'm leading her. Okay? Because we are not tied like this. No, it's relaxed. I just change the position of my hand. She responds to that actively. I hope this makes sense. Okay? This is something you need to practice with the other person or go to private class, like if you really want to feel it. Yeah, but trust me, everybody on a high level, almost everybody, dances like this. We use tension in very specific moments when we need to lead something that's very, very more complicated. But even as we practice those things, we can use less and less tension. Leading and following is about me giving a signal and follower actively responding. Okay? A lot of times on classes it's told, yeah, follower, you don't have to do nothing. But no, the follower has to do everything. She has to do everything by herself. Every cross, every pivot, every spin, everything she needs to be able to do by herself. Every turn. Me as a leader, I'm just leading her into those things. She needs to be able to do them her own. Okay? So, followers, accept that responsibility. And leaders, I know that many of you feel bad because you know you cannot lead something. Realize that it's not always your fault. Sometimes the follower doesn't have that technique. And so you cannot be as soft as you would like to be for it to actually work. There's many layers and many these blaming mindsets, shit like that, but I think you got the point, okay? So this is the tutorial for today. I'm recording this because I had a private class and we were just doing that, and so I wanted to share it with you. So that's it. And the message for the end would be, Josip, shave. No, but the message for the end would be, do technique, learn leading and following, because automating this communication process is gonna allow you to have way more freedom in a dance. Because as long as we see leading, following as something that needs force, something that needs a lot of thinking and so on, we cannot let go in a dance. We cannot each have our own body movement and shit like that. So take time to practice this, to realize, and thank me later, because your urban kiss is gonna be way more flowy, way more freeing. Enjoy.